Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll be showing you the gaming performance on Alcatel Onetouch Idol 3. Now those of you who follow me, you must have seen several videos on the phone. If you haven't guys, please do check them out. Okay, so this phone has a Snapdragon octa-core 615 chipset along with 2 gigs of RAM and a 5.5 inch full HD 1080p panel. I've got about 4 games installed. Let me just quickly show you the games I got installed. Let me just bring the phone close to the camera and I'll show you here. As you can see, I have Deer Hunter 2016, Asphalt 8, Need for Speed, the new one, and Real Steel Champions. So we'll play these 4 games and we'll see how the phone performs, and also we'll be keeping an eye on the heating side of things and how much the phone heats up, and we'll use this trusty old heat gun to make sure that the phone doesn't heat up as much, and if it does, we'll obviously keep on informing you whilst I'm making the video. Okay, then without wasting any more time, let's quickly get into Need for Speed first of all and see how the phone performs. A heavy game, a new game recently released on the Play Store. So let's increase the volume a bit. As you guys know, this phone has front-facing stereo JBL speakers. It's an absolute pleasure to actually have any sort of audio and video experience on this phone. So let's get into this game very quickly and see if we can play this. Mind you, I'm not very good on these games, but I'm just showing you here about the performance and the heating side of things and how the phone performs. So please do excuse me if my gameplay sucks, and you'll probably see that in a while anyway. Basically, I'm not a gamer, so doing this only for testing purposes. But the front-facing speakers are absolutely brilliant. I mean, a pleasure to actually play a game on or watch a video on this phone. Hasn't got the top specs in the world, this phone, but I think the speakers are absolutely brilliant and very close to HTC boom sound. There's a time lapse, obviously. I had no opponents at the time. I just started this game just a little while ago, to be honest. I was playing this for about 10 minutes just to get the basic hold of it. So let's do another one. The octa-core chipset has plenty of power along with 2 gigs of RAM, so most games should just run fine on this phone. Games like, for instance, Nova or the bigger games might actually struggle on the phone. As you've seen in my previous videos, I've had the Oppo R7 and a couple other phones, and they struggled on Nova and certain titles. But around 90% of the titles should be alright with the octa-core 6.1 chipset and 2 gigs of RAM. It should be just the right amount of power to play majority of games. Okay, as you guys can see, I played a couple of laps. As you can see, the phone is more than capable of playing this game with no issues whatsoever. The graphics side I was looking at when I was playing it on the road, they're not the best because obviously it's the octa-core 6-1 chipset with the weaker Adreno GPU, but just about right for a decent gameplay and decent performance in general. Let's have a quick look on the temperature side of things and see how much heat we have at the front and the back of the phone. So let's have a look at the front. As you can see, around 36, 37, 38 I would say, about 38 I would say max, yeah, 39, 38, which is just about right. And at the back, let's have a look, 36, 40 degrees Celsius, it's gone up to 40. Octa-core 615 is known to heat up a bit, and that's why I want to prolong this video and play it for the longest period possible, maybe around 15-20 minutes, and see how the phone copes up. So we'll go do non-stop gaming just to make sure that the phone doesn't heat up as much. 40 is just about that, you know, about that side where that temperature where things start to get a little bit uneasy, but at the moment I'm not feeling any uneasiness on my hands, and it seems to be okay so far with not many issues whatsoever. Yeah, even though it says 40 and stuff, but it's not actually that hot because this is plastic. Obviously it's not a good insulator of heat. If it was metal or glass, you probably would have felt a bit more heat. Yeah, so anyways, let's play now Asphalt 8 and see how this goes on this phone. Asphalt 8 is also a heavyish game. Most phones are okay with that, with the octa-core 6.5 chipset. But let's find this out and see how we get on with this game. At times there's a bit of jitteriness in the game. I can see a bit of jerkiness. The sound cracks up. It's probably the weak side of octa-core chipset with 2 gigs of RAM. If I had 3 gigs of RAM, probably would have been ideal, like the Oppo R7 for instance. But 2 gigs should be just enough, I would say. Decrease the volume a bit so I can talk to you guys, and then once we start playing the game, then we'll increase the volume again. It's taking longer than usual. Actually, I'm downstairs and my Wi-Fi router is upstairs, so I haven't got the best signals here at the moment. But hopefully we'll be loading very, very soon. Okay, for some reason it's taking far too long, so let's get out of this and reload Asphalt again and see if that works. There we go. The problem with these games is all these games need Wi-Fi connection, which at times can be very frustrating because sometimes you're on the train, the tube, you're out and about, you want to play a game, you can't play these games anymore because you need to connect to their servers through a Wi-Fi or a mobile data connection. Back in the days, I remember I used to play gaming, do gaming offline. It was really fun though, but these days it's without a Wi-Fi, you are pretty much there doing nothing at all. Okay, let's try it this time around. See if we can load it real quick. Okay, it was probably the adverts before, I think. Okay, there you go now. Let's try this one, and next again. Start race. Okay, let's increase the volume to max so that you guys can enjoy the front-facing speakers whilst I'm playing this. I've noticed one thing though, the octa-core 615 takes a bit longer than say an 808 or an 810 chipset. Especially if the RAM is only 2 gig. If it's 3 gig or 4 gig, it's obviously quicker. But with 3 gigs or 2 gigs, it takes a bit of time. Like I said guys, I'm really bad on these kind of games, don't play them that often, so I do apologize for the bad gameplay. Oops. That was bound to happen. Eventually did happen. Oops, another wreck. I'm really pathetic on this game, as you can tell. Oops. Yet again. Fifth position, as like I said guys, I'm not a gamer, especially when kind of games, I'm really bad, so I think decrease the volume, it's very loud, I think you can hardly hear me. Okay, let's have a look at the temperature things now. Let's look at the front of the phone and see how the heat is like. 3541 has gone up to. So to be honest, the funny thing is that I'm not even feeling it as much in my hands as I normally would, or say on a metal or a glass phone. So let's have a look at the back now. Around the camera, 35 in the middle, 38, 41 maximum has gone up to so far. And to be honest, because it's plastic, I'm not even feeling it as much. That's funny though, because the gun really shows 40-41 is a very high temperature to be honest, but I'm not feeling it at all. Maybe because it's plastic, that's why. Anyways, let's carry on. I've got a couple of more titles before the video gets too long and you guys get bored. So let's get out of this now. We have played Need for Speed Asphalt 8. Now let's play Deer Hunter 2016. This is also another new title recently released in the Play Store. I used to play this before on the older versions, but I just saw this new version, so I thought I'll show you guys the new version instead. Let's increase the volume to max. Whatever you guys do, whether you watch videos or you listen to music or play games, one thing is for sure, the front-facing speakers on these phones are absolutely amazing, and you're going to really enjoy these speakers. The phone is not a top performer, it's a mid-range phone, but it's more than capable of giving you a decent experience along with some world-class speakers. See if I can either steer. Okay, there we go. Oh, missed it. Oh, this might actually take it down. Let's have a look. Boom. There we go. Not bad. Okay, let's play it once more. Okay, cancel that. Let's hit it right up the arse. There we go. Body shot. Okay, a new weapon required. Let's get into this. I'll tell you what, instead of doing that, let's quickly check the temperature again and see how high the temperature's gone up so far. So at the front of the screen, as you can see, about 38, 39, 40, and let's have a look at the back of the phone now. 42 is surely increasing, but the funny thing is, like I said, I'm not feeling it in my hands as much. This is very, very funny though. Some sort of insulation inside or whatever that is, but I'm not feeling it on my hands at all. That's very shocking. But the octa-core 615 chipset definitely has a tendency to heat up. It's showing up very high on the gun, but I don't know, I just don't seem to feel it in my hand for some reason. Yeah. Anyways, let's get out of this and play this last game that we got, which is Real Steel. And let's quickly do this, and then we finish the video off. The temperature is definitely above 40. It's going up there, surely increasing, but like I said, for some reason I'm not feeling it as much as I would on a metal or a glass phone. If you decide to buy this phone, obviously you can get it for less than £200. Clove.co.uk are selling it, and also some other websites as well. It's a decent enough performer for day-to-day tasks. WhatsApp, Facebook is fine. It's not the quickest phone in the world. It might lag here and there occasionally as well, but for the money I think it's a decent bargain and a good deal. And you're getting a big 5.5-inch Full HD 1080p panel with 2 gigs of RAM, huge battery, and some decent performance hardware under the hood. Okay, let's increase the volume a bit and let's quickly play this if we can. Heavily upgraded, increase upgrade. We'll fight anyway because I might lose this obviously. I'll definitely lose this one, but I just want to show you guys how capable the phone is. So winning or losing is obviously not the point here right now. The point is to show you guys these games can be played on this phone, and this phone can handle whatever game you throw at it. Apart from a couple of titles like Nova I tried the other day and it wasn't working properly because 6.1 Octa 5, like I said, mostly struggles. The majority of games on the PlayStation should be fine. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Well, I was bound to lose anyway. They told me well before that my opponent was upgraded, so there was no chance of me winning anyway. But as you can see guys, the game was easily playable on this device with no issues whatsoever. So now let's reduce the volume a bit and let me see if I can quickly measure the temperature and show you guys how this works. Okay, let's have a look at the front of the screen. 37, 40 on the top of the screen, 40 degrees Celsius, 39, 40, and let's have a look at the back, around 41, 39. It's probably come down a bit though. It was 42 initially before, now it's around 40 degrees Celsius. So guys, as you can see, the Alcatel Onetouch Idle 3 is more than capable of handling majority of games on the Play Store, and every odd title here and there might give it a bit of an issue, but it seems to be alright. Heating side is okay. Like I said, it is showing 40, 41, 42 on the gun, but I'm unable to feel it because maybe it's plastic, and once you put a case on you won't even feel it. But I can see the heat management side is definitely under control, and it shouldn't go any more than that anyway. And mind you, I was also playing the games well before I started shooting this video, so I had about 10-15 minutes of session, so that included, along with the 15-20 minutes that we have spent here on a video, half an hour up to 41-42 is decent enough, not too bad. So guys, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Like always guys, any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section, and please guys subscribe to my channel as it helps, and I will see you in the next video.